Okay, so drawing shapes with loops. This is a continuation of the artist module where you have already been able to, you've learned how to draw with artists. And basically, you make your artist move, and as he moves, he or she draws a line along with her. But in this particular level, I think it's more about loops. Loops are repeat blocks, things that a loop makes an activity happen several times again and again. Instead of me saying, um, go and come back, go and come back, go and come back. That's I said it 3 times. Instead of me saying it 3 times, I can just say repeat 3 times, go and come back. It may not make so much sense when it's only three, but imagine that it's 50 times. You're going to use 50 blocks of code, or you can just say repeat 50 times and then put what you need to put there. So loops give us the power of repetition and getting things done. So let's just start and follow the instructions simply and see how we can create amazing pieces of art with our artist and with the power of loops. What a lovely day. Help the artist cover his flowers before the winter by moving forward 60 pixels. Basically, move forward 60 pixels. Um, move forward by 60 pixels. The artist is going to move forward by 60 pixels, and that's just simple. This sets the width of the pen. So you can make your pen thick or you can make your pen small. Now, what do you want to do here? Add some beauty by repeating that step 5 times, changing to a random color between each move. Now look at this. The artist is going to move 60 pixels, but we want each line to be a different color. Now this is quite easy. We can say move 50 forward 60 pixels and then set color to random. And because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, we can do this 5 times. Move forward 60 pixels and set color to random. But you know, we're talking about the power of loops. Why would I want to use these 2 blocks 5 times? That's 10 blocks of code. When I can simply just say repeat this 5 times, okay, and I put the loop, the block inside of it. This is going to move forward by 60 pixels and change a random color, and it's going to do that how many times? 5 different times. Let's look at it. Okay, that's beautiful. So you could see it did that 5 different times. Let's go on. Now, we are going to go forward, but I'm going to skip this video. I'm sure you've watched the video. Let's just see what activities they want us to perform. Now look at this. Draw the colorful line 5 times again. This time using the repeat loop. Okay, we had already done that actually. We have used the repeat block already. So let's just get this done and skip the level. Okay. Okay. So let's move on. Let's see what's more challenging in front for us. Now you can create this star by looping a sequence of move forward and turn right by 144-degree blocks. Now this artist is going to move forward, but how do we make it turn? You see this turn right or turn left. We can determine the length or the degree of turning by changing this number. So you can actually visualize it here. You determine how you want it to turn. So if this artist comes here and I want it to turn this way, that is going to come like this and like this. That's 135 degrees turn. So we are learning about degrees. A cycle has 360 degrees. A 90-degree turn is a full right turn or a full left turn. That's 90 degrees. But now in this case, this artist needs to come like this and move and then turn again. So actually this entire star is a series of 144 degrees turn. Let's see how many 144 degrees turns are here. 144. So it goes forward, turns 144 degrees once, goes forward, turns 144 degrees, that's 2, goes forward, turns, that's 3, goes forward, turns, and that's 4. That's about 4 different turns. So it's a forward and turn 144 degrees, but actually it is 4 times. Now let's not use the code first. Let's look at this. Go forward 200 pixels and turn 144 degrees and then move forward again. Let's see what this does first. Let's look at this. see, it only does that forward, turn, forward. But we need to have this forward turn 4 times. So we can actually use it 4 times, or we can use the repeat block and make it happen 4 times. Look at this now. So we try. Oh, actually, we're not done. So we did it 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually needed 1 more. So actually, it should have been 5 times. Okay? But I still don't like it. The star is very boring. What is missing? What could we have added to make our star colorful? Can you think of a block? Looking at our blocks of code? Yes, the color. Change color to random. So each time it turns, it changes the color to random. Let's see how this works now. Our star is going to work, but with a randomized color. Yes, so now that works. Okay, so that's the power of loops. You just make it do the same thing over and over and over again. Now loops sure make writing code easier. Now look at this. Use loops to draw this staircase. Each stair step is 50 pixels long and 50 pixels tall. Meaning, look at this. We want this artist to draw this, 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 this. This could be tricky. Now this is where programming begins to become fun. You have to stop and walk through the process in your mind. Think of, what do we need to do? We need to go forward 50 pixels. How do we go down? It's a turn, but are we turning right or left? Don't forget, it is not your left, it is the artist's left. So if we actually come here, the artist is turning to his right, and this, how many degrees is this? Let's find out. So let's start first, go forward. Now turn right. Let's click on these degrees. How many degrees is going to give us this straight down turn? That's a 90 degrees turn. So he turns 90 degrees and then he goes forward again, down, right? So he goes 90 degrees and goes down. But now he's here. He needs to do something again. He needs to now turn to his left. And this time, because he's facing down, his left is another 90 degrees left. So he needs to turn left by 90 degrees. Don't forget, turning doesn't make him move. He just turns and faces. So he moves here, turns, moves here, turns, moves here, turns, moves here. So actually we have 1, 2, 3. So there are 3, we're repeating the same thing 3 times. Go down, go forward and down, go forward and down. So what code makes him go forward and down? Forward, right, down, and then turn left. So this is basically what he's doing. Look at this code. This code is going to make him complete 1 cycle. Now, how many cycles do we need? We've done 1. We need how many times? 3 times. So we're simply going to repeat all of these 3 times. So instead of having 4 blocks of code 3 times, that's 12 blocks, we simply have 4 and 1. Okay, now let's try it. Let's see. Beautiful. So that's what loops does. In programming, loops is very applicable. So let's say you have 500 pupils in a class and you want to do the same thing for each of the pupils. You simply just create a loop, and for each pupil you repeat the same thing and it does 500 times. This is a much bigger staircase, but apparently it's the same code with the former one. The only thing changing here is the number of loops. Now let's count together. How many loops do we have? Each of this, our loop, makes it go right and down. So we have right and down 1, right and down 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We simply come to the repeat block and change this to 6 and run. Beautiful. And that's it. Okay, let's see what else is in front for us. Ooh, look for a pattern and make this code shorter using loops. Now you see this entire puzzle should be solved using 7 blocks, but because this programmer did not use loops, he's using 18 blocks. How do we ensure that we use only 7 blocks to solve this puzzle? Basically, there's a pattern. It's forward, down, forward, down, forward, down, forward, down. So there's something we're doing 4 times. And what is that? The pattern is not a straight line, so it's a flowery pattern. You can see the flower. So yes, we have to be sure that the pattern, you can actually make your line to be anything. straight lines, bricks, flowers, whatever. You can be creative with it. So forward by 50, turn right by 99 degrees, forward 50, turn right, left 99 degrees. This looks like our pattern. Let's look at it. Good, that's our pattern. So what do we need to do now is to repeat this. How many times? 4 times. That's 7 out of 7 blocks of code. Let's see. By the way, you can dispose of all of this now. We don't need them anymore. Okay. Beautiful. So we converted 18 lines of code to 7 lines of code, and that's beautiful. As a programmer, the fewer the lines of code you can use, the smarter, the better for you. Okay, so challenge puzzles are lessons designed to stretch your brain. Just do the best that you can. Okay, so let's look at this challenge lesson. Look for a pattern and make this code shorter using loops. Now there are 18 blocks of code instead of 5. First of all, like I told you, always stop and check what's the pattern. The pattern is forward, turn a number of degrees, forward, turn, forward, turn, forward, turn. And actually, if you observe, the amount of turning is the same. And it looks like it's a, let's look at the number of turn. It looks more like it's a 45 degrees turn, thereabouts. And so it's simply a forward and turn, and we're changing our colors to random. So how many times are we doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times. So what we're doing is set color to random, move forward, and turn. And that's how many times? 8 times. So let's look at this. Dispose of all of this code. We don't need you anymore. I think we got it. Oops. Oh, we didn't get it. Why? We used 4 times instead of 8 times. That was our mistake. That's a bug. So change your 4 to 8 and let's run it again. Yeah, we got it this time around. Fantastic. That's beautiful. Okay. And what's the last activity we have here? Solve this puzzle by drawing a square with 200 pixel sides. Oh, this should be easy. What do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. But each time here we're turning right, right, right. So it's actually move forward, turn right. How many times? Let's see. Move forward, turn right. Okay, and then move forward. Are we sure? Move forward, turn right. Or just do the same thing. Move forward, turn right 4 times. Let's see that. Yep, I think that's it. So that's it about loops. Loops are powerful. You need to learn how loops work and master the use of loops for anything you want to do in programming. Okay, so that ends this lesson on making code or making art with loops.